Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to all the men out there who have earned the love and respect to be called daddy enthusiastically and with screeching kids' voices that make you wince. Oh man, happy Father's Day, guys. Happy Father's Day to all the black men out there. Happy Father's Day to all the black people out there. Happy Father's Day. And I want to speak specifically today about a kind of message of hope, a message that a possibility of the future. I want to speak about the possibility that the African diaspora can come together. And if we come together, whitey supremacy can't stop us. No matter what they do, they can't stop us. We will take back dominance. We will be the world powers. Our people will be the world powers. And not the world powers of terror and force and might and fear and violence and genocide like the Europeans did. It'd be a different kind of world power of love, a world power of Ubuntu, a world power of world power of Kujijagalia. I'm sorry, I got a frog in my throat. Yeah. And all of this stuff they're going on with, we don't need to fear because we have a future that we can foster for ourselves that they can't stop, even though they're trying like hell to stop it. I need you to watch this video here with me, 5 minutes from Otis Moss III. He's speaking some truth here, and this is fact. I checked this out. I've seen this before. These things he's taught, I've seen this before, and some of you know this from what you look from you pay attention. A lot of you pay attention. You guys know this stuff. But it's important for what it portends in terms of the future of black people on this planet. And especially this whitey tantrum we're seeing in this country right now. We don't need to be afraid. We can go elsewhere if we choose to and be seen, valued.
Today, for this 5 minutes, I want to bring our attention to Africa, specifically the country of Burkina Faso, and the rise of a Pan-Africanist movement and an African leader by the name of Ibrahim Traore. He's currently the youngest leader on the continent at the age of 35. The young African leader, who's been in power since 2022, is now partnering with former French colonial countries, namely Mali and Niger, to create what is called the Alliance of Sahel States. This work echoes the work of a person by the name of Thomas Sankara, who was the independence leader of what was then called Upper Volta, and he changed the name to Burkina Faso. It was his vision that Africa would be united economically or culturally, just as the vision which was presented through that person by the name of Kwame Nkrumah. This alliance is doing several things, several things that you should know about. One, the alliance has kicked out all French military presence. The alliance has done a second thing, that they have changed all of the French street names in the country to African names. The court system No longer, if you are a judge or a lawyer, you do not dress with a nice little white wig and black robe anymore. You wear African garments when you stand before the people. Children are no longer required to wear British or French uniforms. They come with African garments to school. These actions are part of a larger anti-colonial move on the continent, where countries are seeking to cut off ties with Western nations unless they are equal in relationship. The majority of the world's mineral wealth comes from Africa, but African countries do not control that mineral wealth. Private countries from Europe have special arrangements with governments to extract the resources in exchange for financial or military support. Here are some other things happening on the continent. Rwanda recently outlawed skin lightening cream that is harmful to the skin and causes cancer. Plus, they've outlawed all plastics in the country. Ghana has banned foreigners from gold trading and is taking control of the gold mines in Ghana. Ghana is now offering dual citizenship to those who are of African descent, specifically African Americans. But also this dual citizenship and naturalization is not just in Ghana, but also Nigeria, Gabon, the Cape Verde Islands, Zimbabwe, Kenya, and Benin all have pathways for citizenship of people of African descent. Africa is waking up. And Black people in America must wake up and build relationships, travel, and learn about Africa. This is why we have the Ubuntu Scholars Project. And we are sending 6 brilliant young people to West Africa. We are people of African descent, and a free, thriving, growing Africa is in our best interest. By 2075, half the world's population will be African. It is time for us to partner, invest, visit, for every person to be educated about the power, the wealth, potential, and extraordinary history of the continent that birthed civilization, art, architecture, math, medicine, and philosophy, and the faith that we profess. And that is my 5 minutes.
Yeah, so seeing that one, it really made me proud, to see that all people are plotting like this. And those of you who are those of us out there who look like me, who have problems who don't love our dark visage, don't love our dark skin, don't love our features, I implore you, please get the therapy you need and shake that white supremacist, vampiric, life force sucking, worldview of yourself off. We are the future. There is a bright future for us. We need to band together through the diaspora to make sure that all people are great. We've been disrespected for centuries. It's time for us to come together and take our respect back. And as I said in the beginning, not in a way of fear through conquest, brutality, war, and genocide and all of that mess. I'm talking about love, spirit of Ubuntu, as I said before, Kujichagulia, as I said before. And everyone is welcome to participate in this, just as long as they come with those kind of intentions, just as long as they come with that rather than domination. You see, the problem is whitey people, Europeans, seem to do not know how to any other way of being, or more specifically, they do not know of any other way of dealing with Black people especially. They have this sense that, they're supposed to be in control of us. They're supposed to be above us. It seems to create indigestion within their systems with bubbles of cognitive dissonance. if they have to deal with us on an equal playing field. It is why France dare say in 2025, oh, we're going to come in, we're going to help them. Like, we don't need your help. We have a bright future, and the diaspora is waking up. The Barbados premier, or as the Caribbean people say, Bajan premier, she as well has a 50-minute long speech where she talked about, which is really exciting, as somebody from the Caribbean, she talked about a partnership between the Caribbean, you talk about CARICOM, which is a union of CARICOM, the Caribbean community, basically. A union between Caribbean states and African states. So you have citizens from the Caribbean being able to freely move, work, live, trade, like a free trade agreement, trading of knowledge, expertise, resources between the Caribbean and Africa and back and forth. And as we saw in that video there, Africa is willing to extend the same kind of thing to people of African descent everywhere, in particularly African Americans. Because African Americans have seismically shaped the world. African Americans, honestly, set the standards for resistance, set the standard for resilience globally. Not to say that black people globally haven't done the same, but African Americans are standouts. And there are people out there within the diaspora who want to unite the disparate, far-flung, slavery-flung parts of the diaspora again into a mighty fucking fist where nothing can stop us. So when Trump and them come with the Office of Remigration and all of that shit they're coming with, we won't have to worry about it because we will have options. We will have options. And we will have countries like even some European countries, like European-based countries like Canada and others who will be a lot, and some countries in Europe even, will be a lot more amenable to dealing with us on that level than, say, America would be under, say, this kind of government. So, this is my message to folks on Father's Day, Black people on Father's Day. Let's reunite our people, right? And in this time of turmoil, this time of hate, damage, resurgent racism, absurd reworkings of old standards, and just violence, let us look towards a future where, you know what? They are not going to win. They cannot win. They will not win. We are regal. We are, for those of you who are religious, we are godly. Let's be frank about it. More likely than not, we were the first images of quote unquote God that early mankind ever considered. Shit, the Catholic Church knows that. Why is it many of their sacred renderings of saints are black people? But let me not get onto that for a little much. But yeah. But anyways, let me cut this off here. I've been on my soapbox for a little longer than usual video, but I just wanted to give out this special Father's Day message to my black people everywhere. We got this. Take the time where we're resting right now to strategize, to retool our minds, reinvigorate our souls. Because yeah, it's going to get ugly. We got a hell of a fight ahead of us. But I am hopeful, even though I get down sometimes. I have a sense they will not win. They cannot win. It is impossible for them to win. Even though they may inflict pain, a lot of pain and destruction and horror before it's through, they are doomed to fail. Happy Father's Day, my black people. Let's get this.